They say the internet never sleeps, and when it comes to love, divorce, or hints of romance, the streets of social media are always sharper than CIA or detective agents. And guess who's found herself at the center of online whispers this time? None other than the bold, brilliant, and beautifully outspoken Adelle Onyango. Adelle has become a voice that has ruled the airwaves and one whose courage has fueled activism across Africa. But she might have just stirred the pot once again. This time, it's not her podcast or one of her fairy takes lighting up the timeline, but something softer, subtle, and a probable soft launch. Now, let's rewind a bit. A few months ago, somewhere around mid this year, Adelle Onyango finally peeled back the curtain on what really went down in her marriage to rally driver Falgun.
It's Christmas Eve in my home in Nairobi, Kenya, and something strange is happening. Mommy's in the kitchen cooking.
The two tied the knot in July 2017, and for a while it did seem like a perfect fairy tale. But as they say, not all that glitters is gold, and sometimes what starts as love slowly turns into lessons. According to Adelle, by the third Christmas in their marriage, things had started feeling off. The magic and the spark had dimmed, and she confessed that by then she was not even wearing her ring. Her husband had hoped to start a family. He had wished for little ones running around and her taking on his surname. But Adelle was not feeling it, or better yet, she didn't have these plans in mind. In her own words, she wasn't that kind of woman. And when he confronted her, she simply said she couldn't do it anymore.
And I remember one night we were in bed after one of our many arguments, and he said, "You refuse to give me the three things that make a marriage. You don't want to give me a child, you wouldn't take my surname, and you've stopped wearing your ring." I remember feeling like, well, he's right. I'm definitely not that traditional woman. But I was so exhausted, and all I could whisper was, I can't do this anymore. I can't do us anymore. My marriage was over.
The cultural differences and the clashing expectations are what took a toll on their marriage. And eventually, Adelle decided to close that chapter. Since then, she's been on a journey that can only be described as poetic because she's been striving to grow herself, striving to heal, striving for peace. She's striving to just be the best version of herself, growing her platforms, taking to tending her farming and growing plants. That's all she's been about lately. Not to mention her roles in activism, but away from that, it seems, or it is suspected, that she may have just soft launched a new man. A few hours earlier, Adelle shared a serene little clip of her tending to her plants. Definitely nothing unusual, but eagle-eyed fans, bless their investigative souls, spotted something unusual in the frame. And that was a man, a mysterious figure who appeared to be helping her in what she was doing. According to the caption that she added to the clip, she referred to herself as a plant mom and to the other person as a plant dad. And that caption right there hinted at co-parenting plants. And some netizens suspect that this is not only friendship, but also something with deeper intimacy. Maybe this is Adelle's subtle way of saying she's letting love bloom again. But again, we are yet to have this confirmed. Somebody could easily argue it could just be a close friend or even a cousin or a brother. But some are more inclined to the romantic side, arguing that Adelle might be dipping her toes back into the dating pool, maybe privately this time. But we all know that a soft launch approach is an approach where love just peeks from behind the camera, only before stepping fully into the limelight. But until she decides to officially reveal who the plant dad is, all we can do is watch and maybe water our own plants. Is it love booming softly, or is it just a partnership that has raised eyebrows? Let's talk in the comment section. Meanwhile, stay tuned, stay updated right here on BNN.